Hi Cancer, what's up? Welcome to your November reading. I hope you guys are all having the best day. Thank you so much for being here and for all of your love and support. I really appreciate you. My channel just hit 60,000 subscribers the other day. I'm so thankful and happy that you're here. Whether you are a returning subscriber or you're new, welcome to the channel. We're going to be seeing what messages get come through for you guys, get some insight, guidance, see what you can expect, what the overall energy is looking like, and anything that you need to be aware of. If this reading is helpful or insightful, if you enjoy, let me know by leaving a like, comment, subscribe. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, the info's in the description box down below. Let's get into your reading, Cancer. Let's see what your messages are for the second half of November 2024. We have the Loam. I think that came out for Scorpio with Solace and Mike the Myomancer. Okay, so you're getting a lot of clear signs, synchronicities, symbolism. Pay close attention. Pay close attention. I have to pause for a second. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm so sorry about that. We're back. Cancer. It's a very interesting energy that I'm seeing taking place for you guys. We have the Loam, Solace, Mike the Myomancer. At the bottom, we have the Glanconner. I'm seeing there's a couple reoccurring cards that have come through for other signs in your reading. So specifically Scorpio and Leo. And maybe it was Gemini, I can't remember. But so starting off with the Loam, this is a very loving energy. It's very giving. It's very healing, nurturing. You are giving without expectation of having anything in return. Or this is like just unconditional love and doing things from the purity of your heart. And with Solace just amplifies whatever energy that surrounds this card. Solace just illuminates it. It brings it stronger, just amplifies it, right? And this is also about, again, your heart is being highlighted here. Your soul is being activated. You're very driven. You're very passionate. You're very warm. You're very fiery. And there's also something that you're healing or mending or repairing. With Mike the Myomancer, this card talks about paying attention to the itty bitty details. Pay attention to what, things you might tend to overlook. There are a lot of signs, messages, synchronicities, confirmation, clues, hints you're getting from spirit about your situation to pay very close attention. And the reason why I'm like, this is a bit interesting, because the Glanconner is at the bottom, and this can call in a bit of a deceptive, trickery energy that something may be not what it seems to be. So I don't know if you are dealing with someone who's taking advantage of your kindness or taking advantage of your caring, giving nature with the Loam. Like you're a great friend, you're a great partner, you're a great person inside and out. And I'm just like wondering if there's somebody here who is like taking advantage of your kindness already at this moment, or if this is a person that is coming into your life, or somebody that you have been working on. I mean, we have the Piper underneath that with Mickle and Muckle. Piper came out for Gemini. Mickle and Muckle. Oh, there's someone playing this sad sob story, but behind, like literally, this Glanconner is like playing this all woe is me. I'm so sad. I'm so like, Cancer, help me. Cancer, like kind of feeding your ego in a way. But it seems, this is so weird, you guys. It seems like whoever this person is who's acting like they're suffering or acting like woe is me, my life is in shambles, Cancer, you always save the day. Like, I don't know, there's something that's kind of like a trickster, because Mickle and Muckle is all about laughter and joy and play and fun. It looks like there's somebody who really likes to be in misery. Someone kind of finds a joy, like the whole saying, misery loves company. And of course, when someone you care about is in danger or suffering or going through it, you want to come in and help and give and just do whatever you can to, cheer this person up or help them in their lives, right? And so I guess Spirit right now is saying to be very cautious or be very mindful of who you're giving your caring, loving, nurturing energy to. We do have Mercury retrograding in Sagittarius on the 25th. We are in the pre-shadow. Mike, I was gonna talk about Mike the Myomancer again. Give me a second, Spirit, because it just feels like there's a bit of a repetitive pattern, cycle, sequence that you gotta just like look out for, okay? Otherwise, it might just slip by you. Even like, let's see, Nelly's the Alchemist, Indie. There's like something I'm seeing, you're on the fence about whether or not you want to continue to create or manifest or build more of the Indie. This talks about indecision and being caught at a crossroad and not knowing which way to go or what you should believe, especially if you're dealing with somebody who is telling you a story about their life or their issues or problems. Maybe this person has a history of lying, right? Maybe this person wasn't truthful to you in the past and you caught them and things were revealed about this person's character. A mask had fallen. And it seems here you may be questioning whether or not you can believe what this person's saying, and for like you want to give them benefit of the doubt with this like unconditional, loving, caring, nurturing energy, and you want to trust that they have pure intentions, because if you put yourself in their shoes, you would never want to harm others or play these games. So it's hard for you to wrap your mind around how others could be playing you or playing a bit dirty here. So that's where Spirit is saying you do need to watch people's actions, not what they're saying, not what they're writing, but their actions, because actions is what's speaking so much louder than words, right? We all know words are just letters, just letters. Unless you put action to it. It doesn't mean anything unless someone actually means it and by showing it. So it's about walking your talk, and even you gotta walk your talk. So interesting energy. You have number 30, 13, and 42. Those numbers might be important for somebody. I'm going to pull just a couple cards from the Everything Oracle, see what other themes might come up during this time, or anything to look out for that you can expect, and then we'll get right into the tarot, okay? Show me clearly what's going on for Cancer during the second half of November 2024. Is there anything, what kind of themes can Cancer expect? What kind of energy is going on with Cancer? Commitment, blessing in disguise, house or move, completion or closure. Let's get two more. Single, one more. And move on, which this actually fell out on house or move. I'm seeing that this is a period of your life where, there's a lot of change, lots of transformation, could be in your home life or just where you live. Some of you are moving, or you're thinking about moving, or think about the long-term future in this foundation where you live or where you work. And Spirit is suggesting that maybe it's time to move on, or maybe it's time to pack your bags, or some of you, it's showing that you've completed a cycle. You've closed one door, and it's time for you to walk through this new door, and it's looking like you're heading into some sort of new commitment, or it's a very big commitment, especially with commitment falling on top of solace. You have a very big commitment ahead of you, and it's appearing like there's a situation that occurred. It may not feel like it right now, but this is a blessing in disguise. Some kind of blessing that will be revealed over the next couple of weeks. Maybe if you're single, or if you've just gone through a breakup, you're like, how is this a blessing in disguise? Trust me, babes, it's a blessing in disguise. Some of you, let's see here. Confession is at the bottom. Inner child trauma, creativity. Fight for it. I see you getting your mojo back, or your creation back, or more inspiration, more drive, more focus, more passion, which is amazing. I am also seeing here someone is having a realization of how they've been bleeding on other people, cuts that you never caused, wounds you never caused, but how somebody here has been treating you in a way that really reflects on their own issues and pains and traumas and inner child stuff, and how unfair it is. And so someone here, it seems like there's a confession coming in, someone is holding themselves accountable, but if we go back to at the bottom of the Fairy Oracle, someone here might be painting this little story of I am the bad guy. I don't know why I said it like that. But is this just a manipulation tactic? So that's where you gotta watch carefully, keep your eyes peeled, Cancer. Things are going to be revealed. So let's get into the tarot. Your numbers, by the way, 40, 80, 97, 110, 39, and 42. In case those numbers might be important. 42 is coming out twice, so shout out to you if you are 42, or you have turned 42 this year, or maybe this next year you're going to be turning 42. Let's use this one, actually. Okay. All right, Cancer. What's going on for Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Show me clearly what's going on for Cancer during the second half of November. Five of Swords just try to come out. It's at the bottom. What's going on? Oops, fail. What's going on with Cancer? What do my Cancerians need to know? Ten of Wands literally just flipped itself out. Okay. See, and so the fact that it fell out actually on, what's this card again? The Loam. You are giving so much of your time, your energy, your love, your consistency, you're committed, your dedication. You've been giving so much. Is it worth it? Is this worth it? Because you look pretty tired. Five of Swords still at the bottom. You look tired. You look drained. You look exhausted. Someone's not pulling their weight. You are very headstrong. You are very determined to push through, and you're not quitting. I don't see you giving up, but man, whatever it is you're doing, Cancer, it requires a lot of effort. Five of Swords, Queen of Wands, and the Empress. You do feel resentment. What is what I'm seeing? You feel some kind of resentment that others maybe aren't considering or appreciating you at this time, or they're not giving you the credit that you deserve. You may feel like you're able to see how far you've grown, how much you've grown, how far you've come, and yet you feel like there's a lot of sacrifices that you've made, and like, where's the appreciation? Especially if you're a mother or a father, or if you're a single parent. Four of Pentacles underneath the Empress. I do kind of see you may be called to kind of reserve some of this energy, or this nurturing, healing, abundant energy that you're very freely giving to everybody. You need to give that to yourself if you've been kind of lacking, but giving it elsewhere to everybody else. Okay, Ten of Wands, man. Well, it looks like you've also reached a completion of some sort of cycle in your life. Of this journey, it's reached completion. Show me clearly, which we did have that card earlier with the Everything Oracle. You've completed a cycle recently. We got Knight of Swords with the Wheel of Fortune. So there are some sudden changes taking place. Quick, fast pace. This might be relating to some sort of news or information. We have a Knight of Wands at the bottom. So you might be dealing with an air sign or a fire sign. We also have fixed energy. Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, and Aquarius. And then, so Knight of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. There's an energy coming on in, wanting to restore some sort of balance. Oh yeah, I'm seeing something from your past here. Six of Cups and the Two of Cups. Someone that you have I can't speak. Someone you have unfinished business with, apparently. World reversed, Two of Cups, and the Six of Cups. There is so it's interesting. You're closing out a cycle. It's also revealing you a cycle that has not been fully wrapped up or completed or dealt with. So this is probably coming up around Mercury retrograde, or during this season, to balance the scales or bring some sort of karmic justice to the situation. Somebody here, Knight of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, someone here is working really hard at creating this necessary change or creating this necessary shift. It kind of looks here, when I hold these cards up for you, here you are, you're busting your ass off, you're focused, you're locked in, wherever you're headed, whatever you're doing, you're carrying a lot of weight, pressure, responsibilities, obligations, all that stuff, right? You also have been going through a lot of changes to help you on this journey, to bring you further, closer to your goals and manifestation. But look at how this Knight is kind of like chasing after you. Like, you've accepted and you're moving on, and you've like let this change happen, you're embracing this change, and it looks like you're being chased or pursued, or like there's something going to happen that you might not expect or you might not see coming. And it's like very quick. That's what I'm seeing here. So we'll look into that in a moment. Knight of Swords, you're going to have to act swiftly. You're going to have to be adaptable. But yeah, I do feel like news, a conversation, some sort of information coming on in. Maybe it lightens the load or makes this weight lighter than how it was before. Or this will make you feel some kind of relief, like a huge weight's been lifted. What's going on for Cancer? Second half of November 2024. Show me clearly. What do my Cancerians need to know? Look out for, be aware of. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. Thank you, Spirit. What do we got? The Moon. So, we had that full moon in Taurus last weekend. Next full moon will be in Gemini. I can't remember the date. I think someone maybe commented it was the 19th of December, but I'm not sure. Maybe not. I could look it up right now, but I just can't be bothered. Yeah, this really just goes hand in hand. This is something that you aren't expecting. Intuitively, you have a hunch. You definitely have a hunch. But Nine of Swords, you're definitely in your head. You're like, well, I just don't see how this could happen. I don't really see it's possible. Or when is it going to happen? I don't think it's going to happen. Like, I see you're very much in your head about this. The Moon and the Nine of Swords, there's a lot of uncertainty. Or when it comes to you thinking or planning for the future, it's like you don't really know what to expect. Or there are a lot of plot twists that, you know, there might be some surprises, and you may hate surprises. Nine of Swords with the Devil and the Three of Pentacles. So I'm also seeing here in terms of you thinking about like what's gonna happen, or you know, you're thinking about trying to prepare yourself. Honestly, you're like anxiously waiting, but you may be finding yourself thinking worst case scenario. Nine of Swords and the Devil, thinking of things in more of a negative light than a positive way. It's showing here Three of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. Yeah, I think you're afraid of being trapped, difficulty of moving on, feeling like you're gonna be stuck on this forever. There's like this fear that you'll never be free, or that this is always going to haunt you, or be part of your life, or be part of your journey. You'll have a hard time seeing your way out of this. So that can feel very intense, very overwhelming. I just want to see what's underneath this Three of Pentacles. Oh yeah, Eight of Swords, and then the Page of Wands. I feel like, yeah, when it comes to you being optimistic about the future in this experience, in this situation, place, relationship, home, environment, you feel trapped, and it's hard for you to see the positive right now. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, Six of Swords. Okay, great. Well, you're moving forwards regardless. Moving forwards. You're taking action. There's movement. There's travel. Things are starting to become calm. Things are becoming calmer. More chill. Things are smoothing out. But you gotta keep pushing. You gotta keep moving forwards. This is a time of surprises, y'all. Three of Pentacles at the bottom. Here we have it again, the Nine of Swords and the Devil. It's the same stuff from earlier, which is so funny. I see you working through these negative beliefs. Honestly, now the way this is coming out, same cards but in different orders. Six of Swords. Yeah, this is how it's showing up here. You're working through overcoming these negative beliefs, these sabotaging thoughts, these limiting beliefs, right? Some of you have been really limiting yourself, like, oh, that's impossible, that can't happen, this is not going to happen, right? But then by you saying that, you're literally calling that in. Whatever you're saying, whatever you're giving your thoughts, your energy, your intentions, your all that, like you're basically writing it out. You're basically scripting your life in that way. So if that's what you say, then that's what goes. So be very mindful. Let's see what you're moving towards. Show me clearly what's going on for Cancer. What is Cancer moving towards through the second half of November? Okay, stack of cards. We had the Two of Swords. Oops. Two of Swords, Six of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. So you got a decision here coming up about your relationships, or this is also a decision about you loving yourself, but I'm seeing something about you having to call a shot or make the call in regards to you and a relationship. I don't know if it's a new relationship or a current existing relationship or something from your past. We can take a look into this, but this is about you making a decision that's fair and just and balanced, and whatever this Ace of Cups is, it has to be aligned with you. there needs to be reciprocation. It cannot be all you pulling the weight, right? Going back to the loam and the 10 of Wands, you just carrying this pressure and all the effort and putting in all the work and love and consistency, but it's like one-sided. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. And so maybe you're having a conversation about this with the Knight of Swords, or you're anticipating having a talk about this and you're not quite sure how it's going to go or how others might react to this, but I see you doing it regardless or forcing yourself to push through this discomfort, which is great. Yeah, so 2 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, it's like this. So where you're headed, it's obviously your choice, right? It's really your call. It's your decision. 6 of Swords to the 2 of Swords. It's up to you. Whatever you end up choosing, though, 6 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, you end up choosing a path that leads you to fulfilling genuine relationships, balanced partnerships, and mutual respect, mutual love, and support. All the good stuff. Magician at the bottom, Empress, and the Ace of Pentacles. Literally, wherever you put your attention to, wherever your attention goes, energy flows. This is what you're calling in. This is what you're calling in and attracting. You just got to be very aware, very mindful, y'all. We even have the 6 of Cups underneath the Ace of Pentacles, which I do see some of you do have a past situation returning. There, I'm seeing something about a reunion. 6 of Cups, 3 of Cups, 2 of Cups. Yeah. Hermit, someone that you've been doing a lot of reflection on, or you've taken a bit of a break from, or you've isolated yourself from. Maybe entertaining other options, other people, mingling with different energies. Hermit, and then the 6 of Wands. People have been having a hard time reaching you or hard time accessing you. You may be physically present, but like emotionally, mentally, you're not. You're like somewhere else. But yeah, 6 of Cups, 3 of Cups, 2 of Cups. There is someone from your past who misses you, who thinks of you, who reminisces on the old times and the memories. And I see this is something that's being brought up, so do be careful of that. Just the only reason why I'm saying be careful of that is because of the Glam Connor from earlier. And the Piper, and it just kind of feels like a little bit of a game or a little bit of a trickster energy, so do be aware of that, because Mercury retrograde will be bringing up some of those tests, okay? So that's where you got to really trust and listen to your intuition and use your discernment. But yeah, you do have like a lot of new energy coming in. Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, lots of new energy, lots of shifts, lots of positive changes. So let's clarify some of this stuff, and let's move this out of the way. We don't need this anymore. Okay. Let's use this deck. Okay. Let's take a look into this 10 of Wands for a moment. And just see, like, your hands are so full. What could you do to make your life just a little bit easier, right? 10 of Wands sometimes can indicate a bit of a struggle. So what can you do, Cancer, to make your life just a bit easier or a lot easier? Let's see. 10 of Wands for Cancer. What can Cancer do to make things a little bit easier, a little bit lighter? Lighten the load. 10 of Wands for Cancer. Why is the 10 of Wands here? Queen of Cups. Okay, so you got to feel those feelings, because you've been harboring them in, you've been storing them up, you've been bottling them up. You got to let it out. You got to cry it out. You got to express them. Ace of Cups. Tell me the 10 of Wands. What can Cancer do to ease this pressure? 2 of Pentacles and then a 10 of Pentacles. So now we got 2 10s out here. So here you are weighing out whether or not you should put it all out in the air it all out, keep it out in the open, all your emotions, all your thoughts, all your feelings, all of your everything, your ooey gooey sensitive heart, right? And you're on the fence of whether or not you should express it or reveal how you truly feel. I think here, again, with the 10 of Wands, it's been weighing you down, and you're just trying to find the balance through all these waves, and it's a lot. 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. You're wondering whether or not, with the star at the bottom, okay, Aquarius energy, you're wondering whether or not it's safe for you to talk about these things, for you to open up about these things. You're wondering, questioning, is this foundation stable enough? Because that 2 of Pentacles with the 10 of Pentacles, it kind of shows that it's a bit up in the air, or this foundation isn't always stable. At times it is, don't get me wrong, at times it is. Other times, Fortune is a little stable, is a little shaky is what I meant to say. So you're worried that like by you expressing your concerns or your thoughts or your feelings or sadness or even I'm not really saying like sadness. Let me see. Star, Knight of Cups, Temperance. More like, is it safe for you to love? And you're like worried that if you were to, are you watering yourself down? You're worried or concerned or like you're questioning, like if you were to actually just like let the floodgates open, if this would just create a bunch of instability or it would change the current dynamics. Like you're worried that if you really show your true heart, that it would change the circumstance or something like that. Okay, so what is this Wheel of Fortune and Knight of Swords? That came out together. Wheel of Fortune, Knight of Swords. Oh my gosh. Okay. Ten of Cups and the Tower. Yeah, because it will change shit. It will bring change. Look at the shakeup, right? Knight of Swords, Wheel of Fortune with the Ten of Cups and the Tower. This seems like change for the better, though. It honestly looks like this is positive change. This looks like this is changing your life for the better, not for the worse, right? And earlier we had that Nine of Swords and the Devil and the Eight of Swords. I can't remember the other cards, but it's like, okay, it looks like you're overthinking something and you're thinking like worst case scenario. You're preparing yourself for the worst. But in actuality, the change that comes in by you like unpacking or releasing or expressing this, it actually turns for the better, like a positive shift for the better. This is changes in your home life. This is and again, some of you, there's something about moving or, oh, we have the Seven of Swords at the bottom, Three of Cups, and the Two of Wands. And Death. It's kind of the same energy, something that you've been keeping hidden or you've been not revealing or showing to other people. You've been very picky and choosy of who you open yourself up to. Let me see. Tell me more about this Wheel of Fortune. What's this change? Oh! Eight of Wands. It's like communication. Communication, a message, a conversation, Ace of Pentacles that will alter the future. Try this Wheel of Fortune for Cancer. Oh my god. Okay. This was the card that fell out before my whole deck tried to fall out of my hands. I can't speak today. King of Wands. Why the fuck can't I speak right now? I can't think, I can't speak. My brain feels scrambled all of a sudden. Nine of Swords at the bottom. This is what you are overthinking. Overthinking, taking some sort of action or initiating a conversation that was much needed. This is going to further your success. It's going to further your happiness, bring in more joy, bring in more peace, bring in more fulfillment, right? I think you are just afraid of it backfiring. Okay, and Nine of Swords, High Priestess, and the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, because I see here, again, your intuition is like screaming at you, nudging you, like showing you the signs, giving you the clues, giving you the hints, like pay close attention. Remember Mike the Myomancer from earlier. But the Nine of Swords, when we're in Nine of Swords mode, it's very hard to hear our higher self or connect with our intuition because we're overthinking it. Usually our intuition comes through, it's very calm and like, it's just, there's this certainty about it, whereas when our thoughts, our fears, our egos trying to come in and like protect us, it's more of like this loud yelling voice. It's like more nervous, anxious, restless, and that's not really your intuition, okay? At least in this circumstance, okay? So keep that in check. Keep it in check, y'all. Tell me the moon. What is Cancer not seeing right now? Tell me the moon for Cancer. You might be dealing with a Pisces or have Piscean placements. High Priestess again at the bottom. Tell me about the moon for Cancer. What is Cancer not seeing during this time? What is Cancer not aware of? Two of Swords to Three of Pentacles. So you actually have choices. You have options. You're not seeing that right now. Or you're like, you have a hard time seeing how this choice, this decision to communicate, look, Page of Cups at the bottom and the Star, by you communicating and just being vulnerable and open and direct and honest and, you know, being honestly giving yourself and your emotions away to the point where you will be perceived and possibly even judged by what you have to say or your vulnerabilities or your softer, weaker, it's not weak, but you know, your weak spot, your soft spot, by you revealing your underbelly. you're thinking, oh, how is that going to make any improvements? How is this going to change anything? How is this going to make this better? I don't see how, right? You have a choice on whether or not you want to continue to make something work. And with this Three of Pentacles, it's about everybody working together as a team. Teamwork makes the dream work. But this requires you to really be seen in the most authentic way, in the most truest light. Can you do that? I feel like you got this. Like, seriously. Anything else about the moon? For Cancer. You got the King of Cups in the reverse. See, there is a bit of part of you, I'm seeing, okay, this is actually what's coming to an end with the World at the bottom. There's part of you that wants to just be detached, shut off, emotionally unavailable. Oh, me, Cancer? Pfft, I got no emotions. What are you talking about? Moon, or not moon, well, we're clarifying the moon. The World reverse with the King of Cups in the reverse. No, I got that. King of Cups in the reverse with the World is showing that this cycle of you being detached or emotionally unstable is also coming to an end. So hallelujah. Yeah, look, World with the Wheel of Fortune, also the Lovers. So by you going through this shift, it's also going to bring in a shift towards those around you. Friends, family, lover, soulmate energy. By you becoming more open and direct and emotionally available, it's going to also create like this big pivotal shift with those that are close or nearby or around you. So you may not, and that's also something you have no idea the impact that you're making in these people's lives. Six of Swords. What is Cancer moving towards? Six of Swords. Wow. Okay. So we do have Death reverse. Remember how I said you do have something being brought up from your past that you're probably going to be revisiting? Yeah, this Death reverse is definitely giving this flashback, blast from the past, revisiting an old cycle. Sometimes Death reverse can talk about this resistance to making a change or having difficulty of, you know, really stepping into this new life, new habit, new world, new mindset. There's a little bit of a struggle with this transition, okay? So be patient with yourself. The next card that literally, Temperance is the next card that came out, which is all about patience and just staying consistent. You know, you got one foot in, keep, you know, so it's kind of like working your tolerance, building up your tolerance. If you were to go dip your body in an ice bath, it's gonna feel uncomfortable as fuck, but like, you know, you start off with just like your foot. Sometimes you gotta just plunk yourself in that cold water. It's uncomfortable, it takes your breath away, but sometimes if you were to just kind of dip one toe in and then your foot and you're like, oh my god, it's cold, it's like, that's torture. Just like, so you gotta, you know what though, you gotta temper it. You have to temper it. Like, if you ever had to temper chocolate, or like I can't think of it right now. It's like with egg, but you don't want to cook the egg. It's like a term in baking. I can't remember. But it's like you have to work on like just like your temperament or your patience, or like there's something you're mastering. It's taking a bit of time and consistency, and you gotta just be patient with yourself and not give yourself a hard time. That's probably a lot easier said than done, but you can do it. You're capable. And I see, honestly, as we move into Sagittarius season, once the sun moves into Sagittarius, which is very soon, it's going to ease a lot. It's going to improve a lot. It's going to smoothen out very much a lot. So Sagittarius season is going to help you overcome Five of Cups at the bottom, overcome sadness, emotional outbursts, depression episodes. Obviously I know doctor, but like I just see here there is going to be more of this flow, this balance, this truthful, this raw, this genuine energy you're stepping into that you've been a bit like protective over. You've had your guard up. You know, kind of again what I was saying about the underbelly is like you're definitely trying to not pretend. You are very strong, but I feel like you're trying to pretend like you don't have feelings when you do, or you're trying to toughen up, and you're allowed to have these feelings. You're allowed to have your down days. You're allowed to be off. You're allowed to struggle. You're allowed to like everything. Like, I don't like, okay, like, yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. I don't know what else to say about that, but wait, just patient with yourself, okay? Two of Swords, Six of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. Let's take a look at this Ace of Cups, and then I gotta wrap up your reading because I've just been yapping until this Ace of Cups for Cancer. I had the Ace of Cups for Cancer. Ace of Cups for Cancer, second half. We have the King of Swords. Six of Pentacles at the bottom. Double confirmation. Hey, love to see it. When I was looking at the Ace of Cups, we have this eyeball, and it makes me think of the saying, the eyes are the window to the soul. And it's like you are needing to be very direct with these people and look them in the face. Or there's this, the real recognize real. Why am I hearing that? Real recognizes real. With the King of Swords, you see through other people's bullshit, if they're lying, if they're bullshit, and like kind of like the Glam Connor energy from earlier. If someone's playing you, you're gonna see through it. You're not gonna fall for it. Healthy, strong boundaries. I'm seeing like new connections come in that at first you're a little bit standoff, but you know, maybe with a little time. Four of Wands in the reverse. Oops. Four of Wands reversed. Ace of Cups for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. High Priestess. One more for the Ace of Cups. They gave me 2. Eight of Pentacles. And then the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so here's the thing. Right off the bat, like, let's say if there's, like, new connections coming in. New love, new friendship, just new people, new energies. That's more personal than business. Although I do see a little bit of business stuff. But, like, right off the bat, you're not fully trusting, or you have your concerns, or your guard is just up. You're protecting yourself. You aren't being foolish. Your crabby pinchers are out. You're not pinching anybody yet, but you're making it known that you're armed and ready. Armed and ready. You're not afraid. And I think it's just going to take time for you to build trust, right? That Four of Wands reverse with the King of Swords, it's not going to be easy for you to let people in if you don't trust them, right? And so your intuition is going to be screaming at you on whether or not this is a safe place. So the Four of Wands reverse does show that there's a bit of this inconsistent energy. So with time, it could become more solid. With time, it could become more stable, right? But it's going to take time for that to actually establish itself, and that's where you got to use your discernment. King of Swords is like, is it worth it? Is it worth the effort? Do you see a future here? Yes, keep going. No, then cut it off. Right? King of Swords is not afraid to just like detach and cut it off. So it's showing up here like with these new connections coming in, or existing relationships, or whoever the fuck you're dealing with in the second half of November. You are showing up here more detached, more logical, taking things more literal. Really switching from being like just overly oohing and just letting all the love hang out, which, I mean, hey, love is great, but you don't want to be taking your kindness advantage of. Taking your dude, I don't know what the fuck today. It's gotta be the pre-shot of Mercury retrograde. It's fucking with me. What was I gonna say? I don't know what I was gonna say. I couldn't get the words out, and then that thought just like out of my brain. Yeah, I just am noticing there's like a big shift from the energy at the beginning of your reading versus like where we're ending your reading, where you're more like King of Swords, detached, not is like you're not unconditionally just giving, like you have endless resources just to like free for all fucking oh my god, a buffet. Like, what the fuck is it called? A buffet. It's not like just a free-for-all buffet, all-inclusive resort like this. You have your limits. You need to have limits, right? Moderation, limits. Moderation's key, y'all. I don't know, y'all. This is a strange reading, but hopefully this is helpful for somebody. That's just what I'm seeing. Hopefully you enjoyed. Let me know how this resonates. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you'd like to book a private reading with me. The info's in the description box down below. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll catch you in your next reading, Cancer. Bye.